Good morning, guys. Myself SOURADIP GANGULI. I am a teacher's trainee at Hriday B.Ed College from second semester. Today I am here with another lesson video. In the previous lesson, we have learned about the valencies and octet rule of several elements in periodic table. Today we will learn about the composition of matter. Okay, let's start.
Let's start the lesson. First of all, we have to find out what is a matter. We know that something which has mass and which occupies space is known as matter. Everything around you is a matter, right? Now, if we break the matter, there will be a time when we cannot break it further. We will obtain a smallest particle called molecule, right? Suppose you have water, you will find that water has only water molecules, H2O molecules. Now, the water molecules, every molecule has its independent or free existence. They do not depend upon other particles, right? Now, if it is possible to break a molecule, then you will find out that a molecule consists of several atoms, two or more atoms. Okay. Uh, Suppose you have the example of water molecule. If we break the water molecule, we will find out that the water molecule is composed of hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. Actually, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, right? So the atom is specifically the atom is the smallest particle of an element, and the molecule is the smallest particle of a compound. And you will know that atoms do not have any free or independent existence, right? Now we have learned that what is matter, what is molecule, and what is atoms. Now if we discuss about the types of matters, we will see that matter is of three types. One is solid, another is liquid, and the last one is gas. If we discuss about these structures, we will see that in case of a solid, the molecules, these spherical shapes are molecules. We have assumed it as molecules. We will see that the molecules of a solid is tightly packed with each other. There is least space in between the molecules. These spaces are called intermolecular spaces, and the attraction force which held these molecules together is known as intermolecular attraction force. Okay. In case of solids, the attraction force or the intermolecular attraction force is maximum, right? Now for liquids, the intermolecular space as well as the intermolecular force of attraction is moderate. It is neither greater nor the least, right? Now we have gases. In case of gases, the intermolecular space is largest or highest. There is a lot of space in between the molecules. So obviously the attraction force or the intermolecular attraction force is minimum in case of gases. Okay. Now as we are talking about gases, we have to learn what is Brownian motion. What is a Brownian motion? Now look, the gases have least intermolecular attraction force and the highest intermolecular spaces. So as the attraction force is least, the molecules of gases move randomly. Actually it moves in zigzag motion. The molecules do not have any attraction force, so they move randomly everywhere. So this type of motion is called Brownian motion. This name is named after the scientist Robert Brown. So the motion is called a Brownian motion. So we have learned about the matter and its composition. Now we have to learn interconversion of states of matter. interconversion of states of matter. The first one is from solid to liquid. Look, if we give heat energy to a solid, there will be a time when the solid converts into liquid. This process is called melting. The conversion of solid into liquid is called melting. For example, ice melts. If we give heat to ice, the ice melts at some temperature. Now we have to know what is melting point. Look, the temperature at which a certain solid starts melting is known as the melting point of that solid. Okay, the temperature at which a solid starts melting is known as the melting point of that solid. For example, ice melts at 0 degree centigrade. Ice starts melting at 0 degree centigrade. Therefore, the melting point of ice is 0 degree centigrade. Now, if liquid converts into solid, this process is known as freezing. We have the example of water converts into ice. If we cool water in a refrigerator or whatever, the liquid, that is water, converts it itself to ice, that is solid. So the conversion of liquid into solid is known as freezing. Okay, and there will be a freezing point. What is the freezing point? The temperature at which a liquid starts freezing is known as the freezing point of that liquid. Okay, now if liquid converts into gas, the conversion process is known as vaporization or boiling. Sometimes it is called evaporation. We have to find out the difference between evaporation and boiling. Now first see that if liquid is given heat energy, it converts into gases. At some point it converts into gases, and this process is known as vaporization or boiling, right? So in this process heat energy is absorbed. In the previous process, in freezing, the heat energy is given out, that is cooling will be occurred. Now we have to find out what is the difference between evaporation and boiling. Look, in case of boiling, we have to give heat energy from outside. Extra heat energy is given. But in case of evaporation, the room temperature is enough. The room temperature is enough. No external heat energy is given. Okay, and now we have boiling point. What is boiling point? Look, if we boil up a glass of water or a can of water, we will see that at 100 degree, at particular 100 degree centigrade, the water starts boiling. So the boiling point is 100 degree centigrade for water. Now for any liquid, the temperature at which that liquid starts boiling is known as the boiling point of that liquid, right? Look, there is an important line which is starts boiling. Okay, this line is very important. This part is very important. The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling. Okay, the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling is known as the boiling point of that liquid. Now if a liquid starts boiling, then the temperature does not increase above the boiling point. Okay, 100 degree centigrade is fixed after the boiling point for water actually. Now if we learn about what is sublimation, sublimation is very important. We know the example of naphthalene. We know naphthalene balls disappear after some time. Why? Because the naphthalene balls are solids. They evaporate or sublimes into gases. Okay, So the process of in the entire conversion of solid into gaseous is known as sublimation. So the solid does not change into liquid and then change into gaseous. Solid directly changes into gaseous. So this process is known as sublimation. Okay. Example: camphor, naphthalene, dry ice, etc. Okay. So this is it. Today's lesson is over. Now in the next lesson we will recall the subject, recall the previous lesson, that is today's lesson, and start another one. Okay, thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.